Hi, we're Kev and Emma. 18 months ago we started a new adventure and bought a 57-foot narrowboat called Ripple. Why not join us and watch our highs and lows, the renovations and changes we've made, the clever storage that's been created, and find out what it's really like living and working full-time aboard a narrowboat with 2 dogs while exploring the waterways of our beautiful country.
Well, good morning and welcome to today's episode of Cruising with Kev. It's not an episode of Cruising with Kev, that would be pretty rubbish. I'm on my own now for a couple of days. Em's gone back for an appointment back to where we come from. It's Thursday today. She went last night and she's back on Friday evening. So I've just left back there. I did Google it a minute ago where I was and I've forgotten already. It's Semmington or Scene, I'm not really sure which one. Begins with an S anyway. And the plan is today is to get myself to the bottom of the Caen Hill Flight in preparation for Emma coming back, her brother and my eldest son, and some friends of Emma's are going to meet us as well, and we're all going to do the Caen Hill Flight on Saturday morning. But we're a little bit away and I think it's 6 or 7, I think it's 7 locks to do today on my own, which isn't really a problem. I've done plenty of solo cruising, but I don't know if you can see, it is an absolutely glorious day today. 22 by about 2 o'clock I believe. I don't know if I can get my legs up this high. I'm in shorts. It is really hot already. I've got plenty of water. I've just filled up with water, so by the time I get to where I need to get to later tonight, I'm probably going to be stinking and in definite need of a shower. But that's really it today. There's not a lot happening. We'll see if we can pick up another boat on the first lot, which would be really nice. Otherwise I'm doing them all on my own. I have just passed a couple of boats, so I'm hoping by the time I get to the first one no one's come down. It's set in my favour. Might not be. If it is, it is. So then, the first lock is filling up slowly. I can't actually see the screen to see if you can even see the boat at all. I think you probably can from that angle. It's certainly not getting any cooler. It is just belting down. As I said earlier, I'm in no rush, so I'm just doing one paddle at a time at the minute, which is fine for me. I'm quite happy doing that. We got the lot behind us there. That's where I've just come from. And then if I spin round slowly, because we hate it when you get spinnies, heading up there to the next lock. So 1 lock almost done, 6 left to go. Well, bit of an apology needed. I never filmed any more of the rest of that cruise, doing the other 6 locks I think it was that I left you behind with. Second lock was pretty boring, a standard lock, and then I'd just gone into the 3rd lock and this little head popped over the side saying, "Hi, I've come to give you a hand. We're waiting for you up there." Okay, very nice. Love that when someone wants to give you a hand. I said, "How do you mean?" And this lady said, "Oh, we've been told by a passerby that's walked past you that there's a single-hander back down there." So we worked out from this morning, I saw them at the water point this morning, that it must have been you. So we thought we'd wait for you, save water and give you a hand as well. So that was lovely, but it took a little bit more of a twist than that, because her husband was in the lock with the gates open waiting for us. I was 2 locks down from that, and there was 2 boats waiting to go in the husband's lock and another boat on its way down. So the pressure was on to get going pretty quickly and get through them. So I turned the camera off and literally we belted up through these locks, joined her husband, thanked everybody profusely for waiting for me, and I think it's by about 2 o'clock-ish I was up here. And I don't know if you can see that. That's the view behind me. That is the last lock. And let me see if I can take you round slower. Now, I don't know if you can see it up there. That, going up that way, is the monstrous Caen Hill Flight. And we're going to go up first thing Saturday morning. But other than that, we're here, we're waiting. I would imagine, knowing how Emma's mind works, the next bit will be Saturday morning and us making our ascent up the Caen Hill Flight.
Good morning. It is a beautiful morning this morning at the bottom of Caen Hill Locks. Lots of people are out planning barbecues and sunbathing and all those kinds of things, and we're going to tackle 16 locks. That'll probably take us about 3 hours, but we do have a crew. So we've got Kev's eldest son Aaron, obviously Kev, and my brother Christopher. So we should be able to smash it out quite quickly. It's very quiet. It's reasonably early, not super early, but it's 9:30. Let's see how long it takes us.
And there's a walk for life going on, so there's over 200 people walking down the towpath watching us today, so fingers crossed we don't cock it up.
We're gonna have a crowd. Here Kev's goes. First lock of the day. I think we're going to be doing 18 today.
So, it's exactly 9:30. We've just come into the first lock. So we'll see how long it takes us to get to the top, which is where the cafe is. I'll do another time check then and see how long it's taking us.
Cowboy Kev.
Cowboy Kev.
Yeah!
So I've donned the cowboy hat, it's a little bit hot, and this is number 4 already, so this is the 4th lock. Me and Em said we'd do 4 each, swap over, 4 each, swap over. Chris and Aaron don't want to drive the boat, they're quite happy doing the locks. So we thought to break the monotony up of kind of just being in the boat all day, we'd do 4 locks each. So we're going to swap over in a minute, Em. This is number 4. Yeah, 100%. It's number 4. I will check because she's now doubting me that this is number 4. Ready? And this is number 4. So what we're actually doing is I'm coming out of one lock straight into the next lock. 2 people are closing the gate behind me, then coming up, the 3rd person's going up to the next lock. So at the moment we've got Emma there, Chris there, Aaron's in the next lock above us, and he's opening the gates so that pretty much it's straight out of one, straight into the other. and because it's not early, but it's early-ish, it's very quiet on the Caen Hill Flight. So it's very quiet. So overnight, the CRT open one of the paddles so that every lock is drained. So at the moment, every single one is set in our favour, which, if you've ever done locks before and you've done a flight, to have the locks set in your favour is pretty cool. So it's going well. I think Em's going to come and change over. My son's got my blue windlass, so I've now got the embarrassment of having a pink windlass for the next 4 locks.
Here we come.
Thank you.
Pass
the pink
windlass.
baton.
So it's my turn to control the boat in the locks. I did it on the way down, and we were the only boat in the lock, but it is much easier. Kev's probably said this, to be fair, but it is much easier going down. Going up, the boat does get thrown out about a bit, but we'll see. I'm sure there'll be a bit of donking going on, but I'm looking forward to it. 4 locks down, another 12 to go, possibly another couple, because we're heading for the pub. Surprise, surprise. First lock done, not too bad, didn't bang the sides too much, quite pleased with that one. Let's see how lock number 2 goes. We seem to be doing the locks on a day when there's like 100 beavers on a day trip. So we've got hundreds and hundreds of children that want in to help. It's brilliant. We've got so much crew. So I'm back in charge of the boat. We are on lock. I mean, we're absolutely thrashing this out. We've been going for like just over an hour, and I think we're more than halfway. But that's because of the help that we've had. They've been brilliant. Like, can I help? It's like being back at school. Yeah, there seems to be just endless streams of small children, with grown-ups, obviously. But they're supposed to be doing some sort of activity, but instead they've been far more excited about helping us through the locks. Bless them. Thank you very much. Very kind of you.
I imagine that embarrassed hour on a treat. My eldest lad's not really a people person, and he won't mind me saying that. He's the first one to admit that. So to be surrounded by 5 or 6 adults and a load of kids, he's probably gone, oh my God. But he would have been polite and spoke to them. So this is now changeover point again. So this does feel a little bit like cheating. To our right here, we've got all of them. They're all doing that gate. And the next lot up, Emma's got another load with her. And I guess one of the instructors or scout leaders or something, doing the next gate.
I guess this is where all of the beavers are coming from. I think they've set up camp for the day, and yeah, it's lovely. There's lots and lots of them on the locks helping people out, or learning about the locks too. There's a group here being told how the locks work. So cute. Okay, so we've been going for 2 hours?
2 hours exactly.
2 hours exactly, and we are at the cafe. I mean, that is really going some. Even at Christmas, it took us just under 3 hours, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But we did have to set the locks, whereas they've all been set in our favour, haven't they?
Yeah, it's been
all set in our favour, and lots of help, which has been amazing.
lots of beavers and scouts, cub scouts.
2 hours is ridiculous, isn't it? I don't know what the quickest is that
I
anybody's
don't know,
done it,
but that's pretty fast.
2 hours is pretty fast.
So Emma's gone ahead. She's gone to go and get Chris's car and move it up to where we're hoping to moor for the night, outside the pub. So it's just me, Chris and Aaron now. I think we've got 3 locks to do now, but it'd be worth it because we've got the easy one. She's got to walk all the way down the flight, round the road, get the car, and then drive it to the pub. So if we play our cards right and go a little bit slow now, she'll get to the pub before we do, and she can get the beers in.
Okay, so we have reached the top and some, because we've actually done, how many more locks did you do?
Was it 3 or 4?
3 or 4.
3 or 4 more, I can't
I think
remember.
it's 3 to the pub. We're outside the Black Horse, and this is where we are staying for the rest of the day. It's a glorious day. Yeah, 2.5 hours. What a team, we smashed it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Actually see
So
anything.
you're all going to be in this now.
Are you in, Christopher?
Can't see him.
Come here. That's what next to Kev. No, stop hiding.
What are you doing?
I'm just doing a bit to camera first.
Oh, and I'm just standing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just stand there.
Just kind of look that way.
I look up the flight.
And I'll see you all in a bit.
Oh, my potatoes are coming up through.
Still recording.
Oh. Right, so in fact, I'm going to stop it for a minute.
We did
Even at Christmas, we still, it took us about 2 and 3
No,
quarters
hold on
hours.
for a minute.
Sorry.
Even at
Hold off
Christmas,
again.